I'm Benjamin Schiller, and I'm joined alongside Mr. Kevin Steele from the class of 1985. Mr. Steele is the elected District Attorney of Montgomery County in Pennsylvania. Welcome back to St. Andrews and Boca Raton, Mr. Steele.
Thanks, Benjamin.
So, Mr. Steele, tell me about some of the personal experiences you have faced as an attorney.
I've been a prosecutor for my career. I started as a prosecutor back in 1992. Started out in the middle of the state in Pennsylvania and then ended up in Montgomery County where I am now.
Can you tell me something about your occupations leading up to becoming the elected District Attorney of Montgomery County?
Sure. I have had a variety of experiences in law enforcement. I worked for the Secret Service. I worked for the U.S. Attorney's Office in D.C., the Delaware Attorney General's Office, and then Dauphin County DA's office, and now Montgomery County DA's.
So tell me about some of the responsibilities that you hold as the District Attorney of Montgomery County.
Well, Montgomery County is a community that joins Philadelphia. We're third largest in the state, so it's 830,000 people. I'm in charge of the public safety. I'm the chief law enforcement officer for the county. I work with 50 police departments across our county to keep our citizens safe.
So what type of work goes into making sure everyone's up to par with safety and regulations?
Well, as my job, as the elected district attorney, is to do justice, and that's the goal every single day. We also try to make a difference in people's lives in a good way each and every day, and so we represent victims of crime. We represent the law enforcement community. We represent the citizens in our community, but we also represent the defendants, in that we have a duty to do justice, and that's what we strive for every day.
Sticking with the topic of justice, you were just the lead prosecutor in the Bill Cosby sexual assault case just less a year ago. So what type of work goes into a high-profile case like that? It
was a case that we investigated. We did an extensive investigation. We were able to get depositions that had been taken where there were a lot of admissions that the defendant had made. We spent 33 months from the time we arrested until he went to jail on it, and we faced a lot of legal hurdles throughout the process, but we were able to get over each hurdle and get the case before a jury. The jury came back and spoke as one and convicted the defendant of all of the offenses that he was facing. He was later on at a sentencing declared a sexually violent predator, and he was sentenced to state prison where he is now.
I cannot imagine the amount of research that went into this case.
Well, it's a team effort, and everything we do is a team effort. So we worked with our local law enforcement in that case, which was the Cheltenham Police Department, our county detectives who work in the district attorney's office, as well as a team of prosecutors to deal with each of the legal hurdles that was put in front of us to make sure that we could put the evidence that we needed before a jury.
Thank you, Mr. Steele, for coming out today. Alongside Mr. Kevin Steele, I am Benjamin Schiller.